Hello everybody, welcome to Untappd Reviews. Thanks for joining. As you can see, I have already started this video by pouring two drinks. They're both technically the same drink. So the Perlenbacher Pils or Pilsner. The bottle classes it as a Pils, the can as a Pilsner. Both the same, both from Lidl. The difference being the bottle version is 4.9%. The canned version is 4.5%. The bottle costs £1. So they're both 500ml, £1.29 for the bottle, and you buy a pack of 4, which effectively comes out at like 87-88p a can. So, but it is 0.4% less alcohol. So you pay your money, you take a chance. I don't know what they're doing with this. It's exactly the same product as far as I can tell. Both, I think, brewed in France. Certainly the can's brewed in France. I'm sure the bottled version is brewed in France as well. They both word it slightly differently, but they both class themselves as premium product, which they probably will do with the ABV anyway. And they both stick to the purity laws for pills in Germany. So they're both very, very similar makeup of products. I think all we're seeing here, and there's other reviewers, other drinkers out there that may know this better than me. I think they just changed the recipe and reduced the ABV. I think they've got lots of bottles left, and I think maybe everything's going to be canned in the future. I don't know. On the bottle version, I did notice there was it's gone now. There was a little bit of skunkiness on the original pour when I first poured that out. Let me just move those two out of the way and let's have a look at them side by side. They are same colour. They are. I did think, because of the slightly higher ABV, I did think the bottled version might be a tad. And it might. Do you know? It's difficult to tell the lights. Do you know what? It could actually be a tad darker. So the bottle version could actually be a tad darker. Other than that, they're both poured pretty much the same. The bottle version's got a little bit more carbonation going on. Yeah, but both crystal clear. They both look like lagers, pilsners. Excuse me. But this is to taste it. This is to taste it. It's not just about look and smell. Well, let's have a smell. So canned, yeah, it's very light, a little bit light malt, a little bit of light floral. Bottled, more aroma. But again, it's just sweet malt, a little bit floral. Not picking up any lemony, any citrus, any spiciness on the aroma, but certainly the bottle has a slightly better aroma. Taste them. Canned. Cheers everybody. It's slightly sweet. There's a really light body to it. Can't see for these drinks, can you? Lightly sweet, really light body to it. Bit of floral, maybe the subtlest hint of citrus on that one. And it's got a nice bitterness on the back end. Gentle bitterness, it's not a big one. Bottled. Slightly better bitterness. That's all that one's got going for it, actually. Tell you what, no, take that back. I am getting the sweet malt on that. But there's a little bit of spiciness on the back end as well, a little bit of pepperiness, which the canned version doesn't have. And it's got a stronger, which I prefer, bitterness. So if that's got more bitter, if that one bottle has got more bitterness in it, then they've either added something to it. In fact, we've got, I might tell you anyway. No, because it's made within the German, they call it the Rhine Heckensgebot purity laws. So they're both going to be brewed in the same way with the same ingredients. It doesn't actually tell you what's in. Just says contains barley. It doesn't actually tell you what's in the bottle. There's a can actually have its ingredients on it. The can looks really cheap. No. Just contains barley again, that's all it says. Barley, it just says barley and water. Got a bit more barley and water in it. So I don't know if it's got any hop enhancers, anything like that in there. It doesn't actually say. Can. The canned version, 4.5%, is a gentler version. There's a massive amount of bitterness. Sorry, there's a massive amount of bitterness on the bottled version. Oh, which do I prefer? I think they're different. I think they are. Certainly, the canned version tastes a lot thinner. A lot more watery, gentle bitterness. If I was at a barbecue, if I was hosting a barbecue, I think that's the one I would get out, which is lucky because I think that's at 4.5%. Now it's interesting, 4.5% they brought that down to, which is the same as the Aldi one, and I've forgotten to bring it into the ale house. It's in the house at the moment. I have got, and I will do it because I've got some more of these. So I will do a review of the Lidl version versus the Aldi version. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll try and get that done tomorrow. Yeah, much gentler, much more like a traditional macro lager. So probably if I was hosting a barbecue, when I was hosting a barbecue, I'm more likely to get that one out because I think it would satisfy more people. This one, the bottled version, it's a little bit more robust. Doesn't feel as thin, but it's got a real big astringent bitterness on the back end. And I don't think that's everybody's cup of tea. I don't mind it. I quite like it. So the bottled one I would probably leave for myself. Maybe have a few at the barbecue and just explain to everybody that it's a little bit. I probably wouldn't even explain the ABV. Would just say that's a little bit more bitter, and that's probably going to be more your general lager drinkers. That's probably going to be a little bit more up their street, if I'm being honest. Score wise, I like them both. I like them both and dislike them both for slightly different reasons. That I think is too thin, but it's got a better flavour in there because the bitterness isn't as astringent. This has obviously got the ABV attached to it. A little bit of the flavour, but the flavour's not coming through because of the astringent bitterness behind it. So the pros and cons to both. I would easily, they're not the best lagers in the world. They're not the worst lagers in the world. I would be quite happy Scoring these both 5 out of 10. So just a reminder, boom, oops, boom, boom, there. So I'll be happy scoring both of them 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 for Annie's reviews. You guys would have had these in some time, I'm sure. A lot of you would have had these from Lidl. Let me know what you think about them. Like I say, I'll be doing the canned version against the Aldi canned version, and I will do that tomorrow. That's it. Comment, like, subscribe, all the usual, and the very gaseous. Until next review. Well, enjoy what you're drinking, obviously goes without saying, and I hope yours is better than a 5 out of 10. Oh, they've really got me on that gaseous side. Yeah, until next review, cheers everybody.